So we're sitting around in Christina's room with Linda.
Lynn.
Lynn.
Oh, hello, doll.
Hello.
Oh,
And Lynn wants
yeah.
to see the picture through the viewfinder, so I'm going to give her the camera if I can disentangle myself from it.
Is this on now?
Yeah, see. Oh, it is
Okay,
recording
I'm
now, as
getting
a
an
matter of
image, but
fact.
I'm also getting some distortion on the edges of the borders.
The edges of the picture, you
The
mean
edges
like
of the pictures, yeah.
that's
I
the-
mean,
if
okay,
you
now it's
zoom it
not
in
in
a little.
focus. Okay, do I use this for zoom? Yeah. There. Okay, I'm zooming in, but it's not focused. So I imagine, yeah, there we go. Now it's recording, and I'm getting an image of you, and it's like, you know, it's like, yeah, I mean, you're doing something interesting now, and listening to the music. I wanted to do an interview with you about, especially about your,
It's my tailor-made invitation.
especially about the work that you've already done. I mean,
I've done so much work, but I've done so much I've forgotten it. And then when I see it, it reminds me of all the things that I've forgotten.
Don't
And I
forget.
realize how much more we forget than we remember.
oh.
How much can we remember at one time? I mean, what
Hardly anything.
I'd like to know exactly, especially what I'm really interested in is.
But one day a computer
that-
will be able to digest it all at once. And know it all at once. And then
Does
we'll
this have
know as
anything
much
to do
as...
with 2001?
Huh?
Does this have anything to do with 2001?
It looks the same, doesn't it?
Here,
I think
I'm getting a specific image. I mean, I'm coming in close and you're smiling and stuff. That's cool.
I think that fisheye is like a lot like Hal in 2001.
A fisheye image?
I think I may have been
With
very
distortion?
influenced by that film because when I went to see it the last time, I had done some magic mushrooms, and I realized how many thousands of times I had done magic mushrooms and gone to see that film before. Every frame seemed like something I'd seen 10,000 times before.
Oh.
Well, what do you think was the most important thing about that film?
The fisheye lens that Hal had.
You mean the computer?
Uh-huh. It's a kind of dispassionate,
Why is the fisheye lens dispassionate, and why did it
because
give the
it's so
impression?
distorted that,
Why did it give why did the
that
film?
it's obviously not reality, but it is something from which you can reconstruct reality. So you realize you're looking at pure information and not
It seems
the
supernatural.
real thing. Because it's unnatural looking, you automatically know that it's not reality you're looking at. You're looking at a representation in a pure information sort of representation of something else, some other reality, which you have to reconstruct from the distorted picture that you're being shown. I think it's interesting. It's an interesting concept because it's obviously not reality which you're seeing, but you are seeing
Isn't it
something
kind
from
of
which
like-
you reconstruct your own idea of what that reality was.
Yeah, but
Most
remember,
movies, in
do you
most
remember?
movies,
do you remember Van Gogh's
You can lose
painting?
yourself in the movie
Do
and
you know his
feel like you're seeing
paintings?
something
His
real.
paintings were somewhat. It kind of reminds me of what you were saying about a fisheye lens. That his painting is that bedroom. Do you know the bedroom painting where it's an elongated room, and you get the impression that something's off, right? I mean, and that's the impression you
But
get
it's
from a
more of how
fisheye
things
lens.
feel around you than
It's
how
a
things,
feeling.
than how things
Yeah.
really look. You know, it's
Uh-huh.
how they feel more like a big picture. In a fisheye lens, you get so much more information, even though it's distorted and doesn't fit together the way it does when you're really looking at it. You still get so much more information, so much more of a big picture.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like it. And when you move through things, it's impossible to get in and out of an elevator or a taxi cab with a regular lens and get everybody in the picture. But now with the fisheye like this, I can sit in the back of a cab and get three people in a row sitting there.
Uh-huh.
You see, or
It's
at a
not
table.
necessarily the same feeling that you would, same kind of image that you would like to get, right?
Not
because
necessarily
you're
the
giving
image that I
all-
want, but it's the image that gives me the most information about how it was to move through the places that I moved through. So It's not necessarily the ideal, but it's the best thing for the job for sure, without a doubt. Mm-hmm. And I like the fisheye. I like the way it looks.
Well, you're talking about having a limited access to equipment. Also, I mean, you're saying that you can't get as much information from any sort of lens that's available on the market now.
No, what could give you more information about anything than a video camera with sound, hi-fi sound.
Well, it's a certain quality of an image that they're trying to perfect, right? With the video.
And pretty soon, when things all get digitalized, all the images will be pretty much the same anyway, in quality.
Well, what kind of things exactly, I mean, are you striving for in your work with video?
I'm striving to bend reality, to affect things even as they happen to me, and record them. I'm not completely passive. I'm an active, passive.
You seem in a sense that you're still seeking. You're still seeking exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, I am still seeking. It's coming to me. It's coming to me what I'm doing. And I've always known that I'm doing something that's really strange, and something that's so simple that it's so obvious that it's been overlooked. Right. I have a feeling that that's the only thing that ever saves the human race, is that they overlook the most obvious realities. In fact, we seem to all be running from the truth from the minute that we're born, and we're blinded to obvious, simple truth. And I've always felt like if I'm lucky, that truth will come to me, and I'll arrive at it if I'm lucky, you know. And I feel like I've been I've been blessed. I wouldn't call it luck as much as I would call it being blessed, because I really feel like some simple things are becoming apparent to me.
Well, isn't it the fact that the recorded image, in a sense, is very basic to the arts, and also that it can be a lot of fun, and it also can be very educational.
And it's a way to communicate.
Communicate ideas.
A lot of ideas. Everything. It's a way to communicate experience, and a really direct way to communicate experience, depending on how good the communicator both parties are.
Well, I love shooting you, and I love the idea of that we're interacting together. And since I'm just, like the Tin Man, trying to work this video machine right now.
Let's see, is that
I'm very interested in interviewing you because you seem like you have a lot of valuable material on video, and that even the sense to have filmed the work seems
I've got a great t-shirt collection which I want to share with everyone in New York. And every week I'll wear different t-shirts, and sometimes I wear different neckties, like 30 in the same program. I have all kinds of good plans for my video show. I have a t-shirt with Martin Luther King's picture on it.
Yeah. Well, what's gonna make people interested in watching your show?
The degree of color on my show, the degree of mobility, fluidity, color, and linear experience that you can't experience anywhere on TV, done with my technique. A film crew can't do what I do. They're not flexible enough. They can't.
What do you think about the world?
What world?
This world. The Earth. What do you think about the Earth now? I mean, what do you think about the oil slick? What do you think about? What do you think about Bush? What do you think about diseases?
Terrible times are coming, but I think that.
What do you think about the homeless people?
I think the world is about to grow up, and it's about time. I think that the world is about to be transformed by a new awareness that it can't escape anymore, and that the closer we come to the brink of disaster, the more we have to acknowledge that we should be ashamed of ourselves for not being more, for not taking better care of ourselves and our situation on this planet.
On our planet.
that the truth that we have to grow up fast is ever more undeniable every second that we live and survive on this planet, and that we are all rushing toward a transfiguration. Probably a catalyst will be the year 2000. Even though it's an arbitrary calendar event, in a sense, it's a thing that will bind everyone in the world together and make it hard for them to deny that we should really be on another plane altogether than the one we're on if we are to survive at all.
Mm-hmm.
And that we'll have to do that.
Start. I mean,
we'll have to do
what
that.
do you
I think they're getting ready to do
about people?
that. I think that the powers that be want to do that.
Uh-huh.
And that we're about to sell TV sets and Visa cards in Disneyland to the Russians and the Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
And that we'll all be, big Madonna fans soon. And that, we'll send video postcards to all our counterparts all over the world.
Uh-huh.
We're just becoming one big organism now.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Christina?
Oh, I don't know, not all that.
I don't know either.
I still like it when people make videos. I still want to do some kind of music videos. I'm not sure exactly what yet because yes. Oh gee, I don't know. Oh. Well, I don't know how this thing turned out so far. I wanted to get an air conditioner for it.
Okay, I have to have that back now because I see.
And then I thought
it's kind of heavy carrying it.
Oh, I've been carrying it all day.
It's kind of heavy carrying it. That was fun. I like the part about what you talked about when you talked about the world. Do you still have this on? Because I mean, my interests have to do with the hopes of the future, and that we're not going to be as destructive as we have been in the past, and that we will realize evil for what it is, and we'll be able to overcome it. That was I said that pretty simply in a few lines.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good hopes for the world. Well put. I hope that they all happen.
Yeah, another thing that I think about a lot is I worked a lot for animals, and see, it should be illegal to kill animals in animal shelters.
I do believe that
That will happen.
that the world is
It'll be
becoming
illegal.
more aware of pain, actually, and that it won't matter to a new breed of thinkers and people that are coming into the world now that pain, whether animal or human, it won't matter. That some sorts of kinds of pain are to be avoided and shunned unless somebody's into it. I mean, wow, if you're into it, what's wrong? But there's really no excuse for a lot of the pain on earth, and there's really no point and no excuse for it.
Yeah.
And I think that's coming, an awareness or a general desire for that sort of a thing.
Oh, it's like doctors make money off people being ill or something. Oh,